the Met, the MoMA, the Guggenheim, the Whitney, and the Museum of Natural History. These are just a sampling of the many great museums open to the city. If you're wanting to spend some time exploring these cultural gems, then City Guide's Guide to Museum Events in New York City this weekend will be your best companion. South Street Seaport Museum presents Free Fridays. South Street Seaport Museum, August 24, 2018, New York. South Street Seaport Museum presents Free Fridays, July 6, 2018, September 7, 2018 from 3 p.m. 7 p.m. every Friday. The South Street Seaport Museum announces Free Fridays, with free admission to the museum every Friday from July 6, 2018, September 22, 2018 from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 12 Fulton Street, New York City. Join the South Street Seaport Museum for a summer of Free Fridays presented by the Howard Hughes Corporation. Every Friday beginning July 6, between 3 to 7 p.m. the Seaport Museum will offer free admission to its exhibitions and historic ships. The 2018 Free Fridays program is presented by the Howard Hughes Corporation. Please email info@shawnee.org for more information. Getting to the museum by subway, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, C, J, Z to Fulton Street Station Bus, M15, M15 SDS to Fulton Street. Downtown connection to Pearl Street and Fulton Street. Asterisk as the museum is located in an historic district, please contact the museum regarding accessibility needs prior to visiting. About South Street Seaport Museum. The South Street Seaport Museum, located in the heart of the historic Seaport District in New York City, preserves and interprets the history of New York as a great port city. D. Read more. Watson Adventures Murder at the Museum of Natural History Scavenger Hunt, American Museum of Natural History, August 25, 2018, New York. Join Watson Adventures on a murder mystery scavenger hunt for adults at the Museum of Natural History. Someone, or something, has been bumping off museum staffers involved in acquiring a sacred Egyptian relic. Is it the dreaded curse of AH2? Or is a serial killer on the loose? Your team of sleuths will have to crack a hieroglyphic code and uncover the museum's secrets to stop the killings. While solving the crime, you'll get an amazing whirlwind tour of the Museum of Natural History. Price includes museum admission. Advance purchase is required. Saturday sketching, Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum through August 25, 2018, New York. Every Saturday, explore Frank Lloyd Wright's architectural shapes and spaces through drawing activities in the museum's galleries. Art materials, including a drawing board, paper, pencils, and erasers, are available for loan at the Family Activity Kiosk. This program is geared towards teens, though families with children of all ages are welcome. No registration is required. One-hand clapping Mandarin guided tour, Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum through August 25, 2018, New York. Join a conversational tour of one-hand clapping in Mandarin facilitated by an educator trained in art history and gallery teaching. This exhibition presents the third commission of the Robert H. and Ho Family Foundation Chinese Art Initiative and will display new works by artists Cao Fei, Duan Jianiu, Lin Yuan, Juan Ping, and Samson Young. Working in a range of traditional and new mediums, from oil on canvas to virtual reality software, these artists explore the ways in which globalization affects our understanding of the future. Designing Waste, Strategies for a Zero-Waste City exhibition, Center for Architecture through September 1, 2018, New York. The Designing Waste, Strategies for a Zero-Waste City exhibition opens at the Center for Architecture in New York City, explores how architects, designers, and building professionals can help New York City achieve its goal of sending zero waste to landfills by 2030. The 10-week exhibition focuses on a particular segment of the waste stream, the brief period between when we discard something and it rolls away on the back of a truck. Rockwell, Roosevelt and the Four Freedoms, New York Historical Society through September 2, 2018, Upper West Side. The first internationally touring exhibition devoted to Rockwell's iconic depictions of Franklin Delano Roosevelt's Four Freedoms launches at the New York Historical Society in May. The traveling exhibition, which was organized by the Norman Rockwell Museum, Stockbridge, Massachusetts, explores how Rockwell's 1943 paintings freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from fear, and Freedom from Want gave visual voice to Roosevelt's call to the defense of freedom worldwide and took their place among the most enduring images in the history of American art. In addition to Rockwell's For Freedoms, the exhibition encompasses numerous other examples of painting, illustration, and more, by both Rockwell and a broad range of his contemporaries, as well as historical documents, photographs, videos, and artifacts, interactive digital displays, and immersive settings, some using virtual reality technology, all on the theme of the Four Freedoms, from FDR's initial enunciation of them as a reason to enter the war to their powerful post-war legacy. Following the New York Historical, the exhibition travels to the Henry Ford, Dearborn, Miles, the George Washington University Museum and the Textile Museum. Read more. The New Genres, Video in the Internet Age, Museum of the Moving Image through September 2, 2018, Astoria. MoMA is opening the New Genres, Video in the Internet Age, the new exhibit exploring how modern platforms and technology have drastically impacted not only how we watch, make, and share videos, but what kinds of videos those are as well. As part of the exhibition, Polygon created a series of videos breaking down the biggest topics, including ASMR, unboxing, explainers, let's play, reaction videos and vlogging. These videos can be seen throughout the exhibit, as well as in the main amphitheater. You can read more about the exhibit here, and find additional details below. Polygon and the Museum of Moving Image. What? The New Genres, Video in the Internet Age were, the Museum of Moving Image, 36-01-35 of 8, Astoria, New York 11106. When? April 27, September 2. MoMA is open Wednesday/Thursday from 10:30 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m., Friday from 10:30 a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. and Saturday/Sunday from 10:30 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. Razy Abdo H., the Museum of Modern Art through September 3, 2018, Manhattan. Though he was only 32 at the time of his passing, the Iranian-American theater director Reza Abdo H's 1963-95 mark on the world of theater was unmistakable. Relentlessly inventive, he pushed his actors and audiences to their limits amid ambitious, unusual, disorienting stage sets. Abdo H's aesthetic language borrowed from fairy tales, BDSM, talk shows, raves, video art, and the history of avant-garde theater. This exhibition, the first large-scale retrospective of Abdo H's work, will highlight the diverse video works that Abdo H produced for his performances and an installation based on his 1991 production Bogeyman. The exhibition also includes contextual materials reflecting the club scenes in both Los Angeles and New York, the culture wars of the Reagan era, and the AIDS crisis. Abdo H died of AIDS in 1995. Julia Phillips, Failure Detection, the Museum of Modern Art through September 3, 2018, Manhattan. MoMA PS1 will present the first solo museum exhibition of New York-based artist Julia Phillips B. 1985, German, featuring newly commissioned major works in combination with existing sculptures. Primarily working with ceramics, Phillips creates objects and scenes that are intimately connected to the body. Her sculptures mostly avoid direct figuration, however, and instead propose various interventions into and support structures for the body, emphasizing its absence from the works. Impressions of the human form are visible through elements like casts of orifices, handprints, and other traces, which indicate particular bodily placements in relation to her forms. While suggestive of particular functions and purposes that are overtly physical, these works also extend to the social and psychological. For Phillips, the body is entangled in the real and abstract spaces of politics, evident through indications given in her arrangements as well as the work's titles, which are often directives for specific actions. Projects 108, Garrigill, the Museum of Modern Art through September 3, 2018, Manhattan. MoMA PS1 presents the U.S. premiere of photographer Garrigill's most recent body of work, Acts of Appearance, a series of vivid color photographs for which the artist worked closely with members of an Adivasi community in Jauhar district, Maharashtra, India. Gill's collaborator subjects are renowned for their papier-mâché objects, including traditional sacred masks. In these pictures they engage in everyday village activities while wearing new masks, made expressly for this body of work, which depict living beings with the physical characteristics of humans, animals, or valued objects. A range of scenarios and narratives, situated in both reality and dreamlike states, come together in the photographs, which simultaneously portray symbolic or playful representations as well as the familiar experiences of community members against the backdrop of their home and culture. Microsoft and artist Mel Chin unveil Unmoored in New York's Times Square, Broadway Plaza through September 5, 2018, New York. Artist Mel Chin will take over Times Square's Broadway plazas on July 11 with two new installations, Wake and Unmoored, as part of a multi-location exhibition Mel Chin, All Over the Place, produced by the Queens Museum and public art nonprofit No Longer Empty. Wake, a 24-foot-tall construction resembling a shipwreck intertwined with the skeleton of a marine mammal, adjacent to a 21-foot-tall sculpture based on the figurehead of 19th-century opera star Jenny Lind, will serve as a bridge to a groundbreaking digital work, Unmoored. In collaboration with Microsoft, Unmoored uses cutting-edge mixed reality technology to present a vision of a world where global warming has gone unchecked, with technology bringing the work to life through digital interaction. The augmented reality experience can be viewed on cell phones and tablets through a downloaded app, and will extend from 45th to 47th Street from July-September 11. 5. A heightened HoloLens experience of the project, created by Microsoft, will be available from July 11 to 13. Film screening, Alberto Giacometti 1966 Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum through September 7, 2018, New York. Every Fridays. This short documentary film focusing on Alberto Giacometti features exclusive footage of the artist at work in his studio. Co-director Ernst Scheidegger first met Giacometti in 1943. Their encounter developed into a lifelong friendship out of which grew the most comprehensive collection of photographs and films to document the life and works of the artist. Celebrating Bill Cunningham, New York Historical Society Museum through September 9, 2018, New York. Celebrating Bill Cunningham marks the New York Historical Society's recent acquisition of objects, personal correspondence, ephemera, and photographs that reflect the life and work of Bill Cunningham, one of the late 20th century's most influential trend spotters and style authorities. The legendary New York Times journalist and photographer was frequently spied on the city's streets, at fashion shows, and elegant soirees capturing New York's fashion innovators and cultural glitterati. Showcasing a selection from Cunningham's Facades project ? His 8-year photographic project documenting New York City's architectural and fashion history, shown at the museum in 2014 ? Celebrating Bill Cunningham also features photographs documenting his friendship with floral designer Tony Cimino, known as Suzette, a Cunningham bicycle, his Nikon camera, signature blue jacket, ephemera, and unforgettable William J. hats. Curated by Deborah Schmidbach, Curator of Decorative Arts. Celebrating Bill Cunningham, New York Historical Society through September 9, 2018, New York. Celebrating Bill Cunningham marks the New York Historical Society's recent acquisition of objects, personal correspondence, ephemera, and photographs that reflect the life and work of Bill Cunningham, one of the late 20th century's most influential trend spotters and style authorities. The legendary New York Times journalist and photographer was frequently spied on the city's streets, at fashion shows, and elegant soirees capturing images of New York's fashion innovators and cultural glitterati. Among the highlights of Celebrating Bill Cunningham are a bicycle that he rode around the city, his first camera, an Olympus 10D, 35mm, signature blue jacket, personal photographs of Cunningham at home and with friends, correspondence, including a few of the handmade valentines he frequently sent to friends, and a New York City street sign, Bill Cunningham Corner, that was temporarily installed at 5th Avenue and 57th Street in his honor, following his death. Soon after he arrived in New York, Cunningham worked as a milliner, and items on view from his millinery line, William J., include an innovative beach hat, along with other hats and fascinators, and a press release written for T. Read more. Surface/Depth, Museum of Arts and Design MAD through September 9, 2018, New York. In June of 2015, Miriam Schapiro, the pioneering feminist artist and founding member of the pattern and decoration movement, passed away at the age of 91. Surprisingly, given her status as the elder stateswoman of the feminist art movement, The tremendous impact of her oeuvre on contemporary art has yet to be fully acknowledged or critically assessed. This exhibition seeks to redress this gap in the history of American art through an exploration of Scapiro's signature faumages, the term she coined to describe her distinctive hybrid of painting and collage inspired by women's domestic arts and crafts and the feminist critique of the hierarchy of art and